To the east of Karachi, two tiny states watch intently the Chinese leader's progress. They are Sikkim and Bhutan, wedged into the Himalayas between India and China. The Chinese offensive of 1962 just missed their borders. They know that if China were to move south again, they would be right in her path. Sikkim, the smallest of these states, has been a classic invasion route from the north. Today, India controls its foreign policy and security, and Chinese-held territory is not far away, by Himalayan standards.
Gangtok, King Tonduk Namgyal rules in name. India controls defense and foreign affairs, and this is resented by many Sikkimese. And many still frown on the king's wedding 2 years ago to an American debutante, Miss Hope.
For centuries, Sikkim's deep valley has ensured its freedom from outside interference. Here, the Sikkimese developed their own distinctive culture, which is little changed even today. Yet life in Sikkim is not always delightfully simple. Indeed, in some ways, it can be more complicated than Western civilization. Schools, for instance, have to teach their classes in 6 different languages, because Sikkim's population is so mixed. Weaving classes do not need a language. The Sikkimese are proud of their local cloth. Tibetan exiles have brought their own skills to this traditional craft. Racial divisions create uncertainty in Sikkim, despite the outward show of unity. The Nepalese are polygamous. As a result, they're already 3/4 of the population. The government of their homeland next door has shaken hands with Peking. The Sikkimese are teaching their children about the outside world through necessity rather than choice. And because the children learn about it at a time of violent change, their view of it is often one of anger and doubt. Pack mules, or more often human backs, are the commonest way of humping goods in these mountains. Roads are few, and human beings are cheaper than diesel engines. Even women help to carry military supplies on their backs to the Indian Army posts on Sikkim's northern and eastern frontiers. There's a confusing medley of races in Sikkim. In the market in Gangtok, the capital, you find at least 6 different nationalities rubbing shoulders. The true Sikkimese are a small minority. 70% of the population has origins in Nepal. Nepalese have undertaken a kind of peaceful colonization in the past 50 years. 7,000 are from Tibet. They fled there when China seized the country. Since the British left, an increasing number of people have come northward from hungry, crowded India. The young people of Gangtok have more idea of what life in the outside world is like than most others in the Himalayas. As they walk through the crowded streets, they can see a variety of imported goods for sale. They can also get a glimpse of the Indian cinema's romantic view of life. But Sikkim's Buddhist faith has resisted the pressure of India's Hindu religion. An institute of Tibetology was built after the Chinese conquered Tibet. It houses the documents and treasures the monks brought with them when they fled over the border. The foundation stone was laid by the Dalai Lama. The institute was then officially opened by Mr. Nehru. Inside, exiled monks ponder the Buddhist texts which the Chinese have tried to discredit. Sacred objects in Tibet are preserved here, though the Sikkimese form of Buddhism, the red-robed sect, differs from the reformed yellow-robed faith of the Dalai Lama's people. While the monks brood on the infinite or study their texts, some 7,000 of their people live very different lives in refugee camps near Gangtok. The world was briefly concerned about the plight of the Tibetan people when the Chinese invaded. Then the world turned to other disasters. The people who had lived through the collapse of their old way of life were left to stagnate in camps like this one.